Hello, everybody. Joe here, and happy Tuesday. So, I talk about minimalism and my health, and I just try to be raw and real and honest. And this week, I am so very thankful because just in this week's time, I jumped from 16 subscribers to 22 subscribers, and I couldn't be more thankful and grateful to not only have people who continue to watch my channel, but to have that many new people in 1 week hasn't ever happened for my channel. When I started this channel back in 2017, the summer of 2017. So we're coming up on August will be 3 years of doing YouTube, which is just crazy to say. But I thought today, because I have so many new subscribers, and because health-wise, I'm having a pretty good day, that I would kind of retell my minimalism story and why I became minimal and just a little bit about me. So, I grew up around a large people. I come from a large family, and I have been disabled my whole life. So, but it wasn't until 2017 that I finally got a diagnosis for what the condition is I've been dealing with my whole life. So there are a lot of comorbidities, conditions that go along with it. But my main condition is called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. And I'm hypermobile. So, yeah. It's a lot, but, Anyway, so if you want to look up Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, there's the Ehlers-Danlos Society or Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome Society. Anyway, you can find it online. So my channel name, minimalzebra, the zebra is the health condition part of it. And because, doctors and people are taught, when you hear hoofbeats, you think horses because you think of all the known conditions, common conditions. But when you hear hoofbeats, it's not always a horse, it's a zebra. And so zebra stands for rare conditions. So the EDS, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, is considered a rare condition. Usually I will go to a doctor's office or get a new doctor or whatever, and a lot of people who have my condition have to educate and explain what it is because doctors don't know. I mean, I've been to some doctor's offices where I even have to spell out the name. So I'm hoping that in the future that will change and they'll be more educated about it, and I won't have to teach or try to explain what it is. Now, I have been living minimally since October, September, October of 2016. So almost 4 years now. So to kind of explain it to you all, what happened is I grew up with a mom who was very minimal and a father who was not. I mean, they were just, when it came to owning possessions and stuff, they were just polar opposites. Just very, very different. And so I was always very clean and neat and organized growing up, from what I remember. And I always thought it was minimal. But from people I've talked to, they remember it differently. They don't remember me being minimal. Anyway, and I always prided myself on that. So as an adult, when I moved out for the first time, and then with each move I did, I didn't think I owned that much. But when it came time to move, I always had a ton of stuff. And I mean, I've always regularly decluttered throughout my life, but I had what you would call organized clutter, because I had it organized in closets, I had it organized in furniture, I had it organized under my bed. And so it didn't ever look crazy because I kept things clean, I kept things organized, but everything was just a lot. So every time I moved, it was just insane, and I wasn't prepared, and people would get frustrated with me because I would think I would have basically everything packed, and then there would be still more stuff to pack, and it was just, moving was just always stressful and a pain in the rear end. Well, due to some life circumstances, things that happened that some life things that I have PTSD from. I'm not gonna rehash and tell the story today. That's not what this video is about, but I ended up having a majority of my stuff in storage for 3 years. And then, because I had my stuff in storage for 3 years, and because of what was going on and not being able to get it out, I basically had to start reaccumulating stuff I already owned to use during that time because I couldn't get my stuff out. So, and during that time, I was decluttering, and I was keeping stuff, and I was decluttering, and it was this cycle. And before I put my stuff in storage, I did this massive declutter, but it was just still so much stuff. So in 2016, I finally had the chance to go to the storage unit and get all my stuff pulled out. My bed, all my stuff. And I had a truck and a car, regular size sedan, to load all my stuff into. And to give you an idea of just how much stuff I had, keep in mind I had a queen size bed, so it did take up some space being strapped on top. But even with loading the truck and the car. We did that in one day. Then we had to come back a second day to get the rest of it. And that was another truck and car load. So I probably, in 2016, had about 80 boxes and bags worth of stuff. And they were like medium-sized boxes, large boxes. I mean, boxes of varying size. Just a ton of stuff. And the space I had to go through it in was small. So basically, the room I had to go through it in, it basically, we got the first 40 boxes or so out and brought all the stuff in. And it basically took up that entire room, most of the room. And I fortunately had somebody with me to help me be ruthless. Because I can be pretty ruthless on my own, but they really, whenever I'd hesitate, they really helped me just be definitive and say no to most of it. So in those 2 days of going through what I already had that wasn't in storage, going through all my stuff that was in storage, I mean, it was just a lot. And so, like I said, yeah, so it's probably more like 85 boxes and bags if you count the stuff I already owned. And it was just a lot. So in 2 days, the first day, we went through the first load of everything. Kept my bed. But, went through everything. So by the end of the 2 days, and the end of going through everything, I went from 80 boxes and bags worth of stuff to 10 boxes and bags worth of stuff. And because seeing all of it in a small space and just how much was there was overwhelming. It was nuts. It was emotionally really hard because I always thought I was minimal, and it was insane. It was ridiculous. And each day that we decluttered, the 2 days that we decluttered, all of it, everything I was decluttering, we loaded up into the car and took to a local donation thrift store. So I did not let that stuff sit. Once we had decided it was going, we loaded up and it was gone. Got it from the storage unit, brought it to the space, decluttered it, loaded everything else came out of into the car, and it was gone. And we did that with both days. And after seeing that, I found the Ryan Nicodemus, Dr. Fields Milburn minimalism documentary on Netflix at the time, and I watched that maybe was it a couple months after I decluttered or something, or a month or two after I decluttered. Anyway, I can't remember. And they talked about minimalism, and I saw that with the way I decluttered my stuff, that's what I was doing. And I basically absorbed YouTube video after YouTube video of people decluttering, of people living minimally, and just trying to watch as many people as I could relate to about this new mindset I was having, and decided I don't ever want to go back to that whole basically pack rat lifestyle. I want to live minimally. I want to live intentionally. I want to live simply and only keep what I love and need. Since in the past almost 4 years, I have since decluttered even more of the stuff I had kept initially. I've also, as life changes and as needs change, my possessions do go up and down, but it's minimal, simple the past 4 years. And so that hasn't changed. And it's just been a lot of decluttering my fantasy self, decluttering anything with negative memories attached to it, and just letting that go. So that is why I went minimal. I basically had all my stuff in one spot at one point, piled together, and it was, I guess you could say it was very Marie Kondo of me, because there was just a lot of stuff that didn't spark joy and a lot of stuff I didn't need, and it was all in one big pile on the floor. And so when I started my YouTube channel, I had been living minimally for about 10 months. And I decided that I wanted, because I'm a creative person. I like being creative. And so I wanted a creative outlet to talk about minimalism and to talk about things and to be a YouTube channel for other people. The YouTube channels I watched were for me. And, they talk about when you live minimally, it seeps into other parts of your life. It's not just about stuff. And for me, that is so true. My eating habits got better, partially because of my health, partially because of minimalism. Reducing plastic, going more eco-friendly. Well, not reducing plastic. It's, using glass, using natural cleaners. Saying no to things. And just being really intentional and purposeful and only doing things that add value. Has been huge for me. So I hope you all enjoy this video. I just want to say thank you again to everybody, and just to once again say how grateful I am. I hope you enjoy this. I do have an Instagram called minimalzebra, and that's where I kind of take pictures and share more about what minimalism looks like for me. I also have an email. So and of course you can always put comments, write stuff in the comments below. Or you can Instagram me or email me if you have questions, ideas, want to tell me something, whatever it is. I'm here and I respond as usually pretty quick, in my opinion. So, happy Tuesday. Hope you all have a great week. And hopefully see you next Tuesday. Bye.